Now, I'm here to talk about my spiritual powers, and I know a lot of people don't believe in this kind of thing, but I am living proof, living testament to the fact that there is people like myself and a few of my friends that have spiritual powers in the sense that we can and do see into the future, or some people are really what's the word? Some people are really uh I just lost my whole train of thought. Okay, let me give you an example. Like sometimes when I am around somebody, I feel energy that, not that I shouldn't feel or whatever, but I'm really mm, I don't know how to put this. It's really easy for me to feel people's energy. I'm an empath. I can feel and see people's energy, and a lot of times people make me feel like I'm crazy for it. They make me feel like I am um well, I know I'm schizophrenic, but they make me feel like I am less of a human being because they don't feel or sense the things that I do. There have been times where I have seen the future, and then years later it's happened. I remember there was a time right over here actually. Let me no, can't turn my camera. I don't know what's wrong with my phone. It's stupid sometimes. Um there was a time when I was actually in the neighborhood that I'm at right now, the place that I'm living at right now. I remember I was in high school and my little sister was riding her bike. She was riding her bike down this street actually. Let me see. Can you even? I can't see. Shit. She's riding her bike down this street. And the way that the layout is, you can see the street is right there. There was a car coming down this street, and I was over there at the little park around the corner. I was meditating. For it was actually one of the first times that I'd ever meditated in my life, and I remember that she was riding her bike down that street to the driveway into the garage where I live, and I was sitting over at the park I was sitting over at the park with a friend or whatever. I was smoking some weed and I was meditating. And there was a moment in time where I felt like everything stopped. Literally, everything stopped. And I remember seeing my sister get hit by the car that was traveling. She couldn't stop in time. Neither of them could stop in time, and she got hit by the car and she died in the vision that I had. This was life changing because this was the very first vision that I had ever had. She got hit by the car in this vision, and I remember running up to her and asking her if she was okay and getting no response. I remember it was like I was in an alternate timeline and I was living that timeline that hadn't happened yet. And then I want to say like a good 15, 20 minutes, or not 15, okay, it must have been like a good maybe 5, 10 minutes after I stopped meditating. I started relaxing, and I came back to this reality, and I realized that I looked over and I realized that that actually happened. It was happening, unfolding right before my very eyes. I was watching the car come down the street, and to this day, I can remember I can remember the exact color of the lady's shirt. She was wearing a blue shirt and she had earrings in her ears. I can't remember exactly what type of earrings she had, but they were like silver earrings. Maybe like birds or something. I don't remember exactly what the earrings were, but that's not important. The important thing is that I saw this lady see it unfold. She was watching it unfold, and the crazy part about it was that before it actually happened, I was sitting there after the vision, after I stopped meditating. I was sitting there and I was telling my friend about what happened, and he looked at me and he was like, "There's no way." And I was like, "Wait, where's Janelle? Where's my sister?" And he goes, "I think she's riding her bike outside. She's riding just like I said she was riding. She was riding down the street, getting ready to go into the driveway here." And the next thing that I remember is that black car came down the street. They were going too fast, and they didn't realize that Janelle was going to cross the street because she wasn't paying attention. And all I remember is seeing my sister, my little sister's hand. She was so close to the car, her hand was on the hood of the car. She almost got hit, like literally milliseconds away from being hit. And and probably even soon, I mean, not sooner, what's the word I'm looking for, probably even less. But I remember thinking to myself, did this really just happen? Did I really just see into the future? And I started telling myself, the reason that my sister didn't get hit, I believe the reason she didn't get hit was because of the energy that I put out. Right before I stopped meditating, I remember I put out energy into the world. This healing energy, I put out this energy into the world and let it be known that all of the energy that I did not use, all of the energy that I did not use, I was giving back to the Creator. But before that, it was so vivid. I swear it happened. It had to have happened in an alternate reality or something. And I guess that's what makes people think that I'm crazy. I guess that's what makes me think that I'm crazy. Maybe I am a little crazy, but at the same time, I know that these powers are real. I know that I'm an empath. I know that I have powers that are available to not many people, and my job here on Earth is to let people know that these powers do exist and that there is a form of spiritual essence in this world that we cannot see. Ever since then, I haven't meditated in a long time. I mean, I meditated last night for like 5-10 minutes, but I haven't really meditated like that since then, because it scared me, the fact that I saw that happen in the alternate reality, and that I manifested it not happening because of the energy. It scared me because it was so powerful. Now I remember exactly where I was sitting, exactly how I was sitting. I was sitting with my legs crossed on this little electrical box, and everything was cool until that image popped into my head. And I remember seeing it so vividly. It was almost as if it happened, and I'm sure that it did happen in an alternate reality. But that's what made me freak out, and it made me not want to practice meditation anymore, because I realized how powerful it was. See, I had heard about meditation before, but I never realized how powerful and how strong it was until that day. And ever since then, like I said, I've meditated a few times here and there after that. But that was the one and only time that I felt like I had the power to control my reality. I'm just here to let everybody know, everybody that listens to my channel anyways, everybody that believes in the everyone that believes what I believe, or a form of what I believe. I'm here to let you all know that manifestation and meditation and clairvoyancy and card readings and all of that spiritual esoteric stuff is real. Light workers are real. I am a light worker. That is what I do. I'm here to show people the reality of the world, the fact that this world is not the way that people make it out to be. And I'm here to change the world. I'm going to change the world. I am changing the world. I am effectively being the change I want to see in the world. It doesn't matter if it takes my whole life. One of these days, people will see. people will see that what I am speaking is the truth, and I can't speak anything less. I don't just talk out of my ass. It might sound like it because I can never really get my thoughts across like straight to the point, because of the fact that my brain is so all over the place all the time, and it gets to me sometimes, because I know there's a lot of valuable things that I can say. There's a lot of valuable things that I have to say. But it just depends on who's willing to listen, honestly. And it's getting to the point, like I was on psychotropic meds when I was in I went to a mental institution about a month ago, and they put me on these medications. They put me on lithium, and they put me on all kinds of mood stabilizers, and they put me on all kinds of happy pills, as I call it. But then it got to the point where I realized that those medications were changing me in a way that I didn't like. I like being crazy, if you will, quote unquote. I like feeling this way. I am so used to feeling this way that I don't know how to live without feeling this way. I don't know how to survive not feeling this way. I'm so used to being this version of me. I don't think that I want it to change. And I want to continuously help people to realize that there is a lot more to this world. There is a lot more to us. We're not just human beings. We are human beings on a we are spiritual beings on a human being experience. I've said that for so long, but now every day I'm starting to realize it more and more, and I'm realizing that I've got to come out with the secrets, if you will, to help other people better understand the spiritual aspect of this world, because nobody really understands it. Everybody pretends like they understand it through religion or whatever, but they don't understand it, because I don't understand it. Nobody understands it. And that's the whole point of being here on this earth, is to understand it a little more so for yourself. It's not like you can explain it to anybody, because they're not going to understand it from your point of view. You have to explain it, if at all, you have to explain it in a way that not only they can try to understand or cope with or whatever, but you have to explain it in a way that you can understand. And you've got to be the type of, you have to be the change that you want to see in the world. And that's all I'm trying to do, which is why I am here letting you guys know the reality of this world. And I don't care if one day I'm a martyr. One of these days I might not be around, because there are certain people in power that don't like the fact that people like me speak this truth. There are certain people in this world that don't like the fact that I know these things, and I don't even know how I know them. I was just born with this power, this innate responsibility to understand and to gift it to others, because that's who I am. I am a light worker. Once again, like I said, that's what I do. I help people see sides of this reality that they think aren't true, or sides of this reality that they think are too far-fetched or whatever. But that's all I really wanted to share today. I wanted to let you guys know that I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere, not yet anyways. And one of these days people will start thinking more like me, and the more that people start thinking like me, the more that they'll realize I'm right. I'm right in a lot of different ways. I might be wrong in a lot of different ways, but my spirit is guiding me to show people, to tell people, to prove to people that this is the reality. The reality is what you make it. And for some reason, my reality is this. I don't know if it's because of my schizophrenia. I don't know if it's because... Actually, you know what? Strike that. I do know why. I know that it's because of my schizophrenia, and I know that it's because of the way that I think and the way that I believe this world is. But I also know that a lot of those beliefs are based in spiritual fact, not so much in the Bible or religious fact, because I don't really follow the biblical texts like I should. But one thing that I have noticed about the biblical texts is that they too offer a lot of insight when it comes to the way the world really is. When Moses said that he spoke to that burning bush, I truly believe that he had a vision. I believe that that's what that is. It was a vision that he had, and it came to him in a way that he could understand. That's one thing about this world that I truly believe, is that this world has a lot of secrets, and there's a lot of things that people don't understand and will never understand. But the closer that we get to it, the closer we get to becoming who we truly are and living in our power. Anyways, it is what it is. It couldn't be what it isn't. Damon Young here with another amazing video, signing off.